Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Eliza and this is AG August. I thought that I could actually do some, real videos besides the photo competition that I'm doing. So, for today's video, we're going to be doing an editing tutorial and it's for a photo that's pretty popular on my Instagram page. I'll go ahead and put it right here. There we go. So that's what it looks like. The cool thing about this photo is it's really easy to edit, makes a really cool effect, and although I use Photoshop to edit, you can use whatever phone editing apps that you want to use too. So like Pixar or Superimpose, that's what I used when I did my editing on my phone before I got Photoshop, and it's kind of like a mini Photoshop. It's actually really nice for your phone, and it's really cheap. It's only like 99 cents or $1 depending on what device you have. Now we'll get on to what this photo is and the supplies you'll be needing. Alright, so like I said, this photo is very simple to edit and it's a very nice, cool underwater effect. So let's get into the things you'll need. So you're going to need a doll with, long hair. Don't mind Kira, she needs her hair brushed, but here's an example. So just a doll with long, maybe curly, wavy hair, to get the best effect. Alright, move her over here. And then you're going to need a black sheet or a black blanket because that will make it really easy to edit. So just black sheet, black blanket. Okay. Then you're going to need a light source. So I have umbrella lights and box lights, but obviously I know that not everybody has those and some people are young and they don't have that kind of stuff. So then you can do a different kind of light source. The best other kind of light source would be to be a natural light source, like from the sun, by a window, or just whatever you can do. Okay, so step one is to lay out your black sheet and then just try to make it really smooth and get all the wrinkles out. The next step is to get your doll all situated, so just kind of lay her out and then spread her hair out, kind of twist the curls and just make it look like, she's diving underwater. And I have Kira naked here because it's an underwater shot, so you're free to put your doll in whatever you want. And lastly, get your lighting all situated and then just take a picture from the top angle. Alright, now we're going to get into the real editing portion. As you can see here, let me move my microphone down so you can see. Oh, stay microphone. Okay, here's Photoshop. I'm going to go ahead and open up. Stay microphone. I'm going to go ahead and open up that photo that we just took. So let me just find it in my files here. Sorry, this is a mess. Okay, open it up. And clearly I can't, do an editing tutorial for every single, editing app. So I'm going to show you how to do it here in Photoshop. But if you're using Superimpose, Pixar, whatever you're using, the main tool that you're going to be using is the blending modes. So really that's all you need to know how to use. So just look up how to do blending modes on Pixar or whatever you're using and you'll be able to follow along with this real easy. Alright, so we have our picture up right here like this and it's our background layer. Now we're going to go ahead and open up the next the underwater picture that I showed you guys. There's actually two of them I showed you. So we're going to use this one first because it's kind of like sideways. Is that called horizontal? Yeah, okay. I had to ask my producer here. Okay, now we're going to use the move tool that's right here. And we're going to drag this photo and put it on top of this photo. And it becomes a new layer over here. And of course, if you're on Pixar, just open up the picture and put it on top of your photo you took. Oh, and I forgot to mention that as you can see if you look at the picture right here, I already did some basic editing. I fixed the exposure, the lighting, I brightened her eyes. So all that basic stuff you can go ahead and do first. And yeah, and just mess around with it. Try to get the background as black as possible so it would be easy to edit. Okay, so now we have this water photo on top of the doll, and we're gonna go ahead and change the blending mode to hue is what you want. So hue, I'm gonna click that. As you can see, it looks kind of bad actually right now, but that's just because this is the first thing. You can go ahead and mess with how much you want the hue to be on her. So it just kind of makes her blue and it looks like she's underwater. You can mess with the opacity, see how much you want. So yeah, that kind of looks like that. Next, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make a duplicate of this layer. Okay, and for the blending mode, we're going to do screen. Sorry, I kind of forgot the exact, yeah, so I'll do screen. And we're gonna change the opacity on that one too. Oh, are we good? We're going? Mm-hmm. Hey, this is Eliza from the future. I didn't realize in that last editing clip that I filmed that my microphone cut out halfway through. Really disappointing, I know. I don't really know what kind of got lost in that, so I'm just gonna kind of talk. So the main thing you need to know how to use for this edit is blending modes. So if you don't know what those are or how to use them, just look up how to use them for your editing platform thing. So if you're using Photoshop, look it up for that, or PixArt, look it up for that. But once you know how to use them, it's really easy. So you'll open up your picture of your doll you took, kind of do your basic editing, lightening eyes, exposure, contrast, all that jazz. Then you'll open up water photo number 1, which I provided, link in the description box, and you'll put it over top the doll photo. Then you'll change the blending mode to hue and kind of just turn the opacity down a little bit, mess with it until you like it. Then you're going to take that same water photo number 1 that we just used, and put it over the top of the photo again, and you're going to change the blending mode to screen. And again, kind of just turn the opacity down a little bit and use the eraser tool and erase around the doll's face so that the doll's face remains clear. And then lastly, you will take the water photo number 2, which is also provided in the description box, and you'll put that over top the photo. And if you see the bubbles that are on the side, I kind of kept those on the side and I stretched the photo across just so the bubbles were on the side so it looked like she was jumping in. And for this one, you're going to change the blending mode to overlay, and this will kind of make a nice blue finish. Okay, now we're going to open the photo up into Lightroom. I think Lightroom is pretty well known and well used on AGIG, and it's free, so it's really great to use for your photos. So we got the photo here in Lightroom, and the first thing I do is I try out a bunch of my presets. A lot of my presets I did purchase from Etsy, so that's a good place if you want to buy some presets. It's also where I get a lot of my backdrops that I use. But for free presets, the website fixthephoto.com, which I will link in the description box down below, has a number of great free presets that you can use, that a lot of them I still use today even though I have purchased ones, because they're just so great. So let's go ahead and try some. I already think I picked matte contrast warm because just look how great it makes the photo. It looks so good. Some of them are a little too much, like sunset brighten, it's a little too much. Matte cold is a little bit too, it looks good, but it's not warm enough for my liking. Portrait fringe is a little too much, and my MacBook died. So, and with all that editing, here's the final photo. This is the second time I've edited this same photo, so I mean, I think it's pretty similar, and I think this was pretty easy. Like I said, if you just know how to use the blending modes, it's actually a really easy thing to do. So if you tried out this photo, feel free to tag me on Instagram if you post it. I'd love to see you guys try it. And because this is a new channel, make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell because I'm going to do a lot more videos here on this channel. And if you want to audition for AGR GS, I think the acronym is. Please make sure to get your auditions in by March 24th. I'm really excited to see them, and subscribe so you can watch that competition. All right, thank you guys for watching. Bye.